Welcome back, everyone. We are in my first playthrough of Trails in the Sky the Third. In the last episode, we went through this first of the moon doors, and Tita defeated the monster, and then we did her memory fragment, which was just a huge scene with her parents and grandfather and them building a weapon to rival Pater Mater, which, I have to say, sounds like a very bad idea. Brings me the Girl Skilled in Orbital Engineering, accompanied by an ever-burning flame. There's a part 2? When you've met my conditions, return to me once more. Okay, only then shut the door open. I don't have the ever-burning flame. I was wondering, I'm like, they phrased it differently this time. So we already saw all of part 1. And it took like 45 minutes and totally killed my voice, but seems like we can't do the second part yet. It just means I'm gonna have to come back here. But at least I have this warp pad thing, so I can come back to that. Oh, that's nice. It actually gives me, tells me which person I have to bring. That's nice. I like the teleportation thing in this game. I think it's going to be very useful. Just how long does this place go on for? It's so strange, too. The Shadow Towers were weird enough, but even they made a lot more sense than this does. Is something wrong, Reese? What did you go all quiet for? Well, I was just wondering what that is. What is? Very good question. Isn't that the Arce? What? What's the Arce doing here? You recognize this ship? Uh-huh. It belongs to the royal family of Liberl. We used it to get on top of that floating city. Interesting. Do you have any idea how something like that could possibly have ended up here? Maybe it was sent here the same way we were? I don't think we'll get anywhere speculating. Could have come in our way. Could have come in some other way. We just don't know. The best thing for us to do now is to see what the guys inside have to say. Okay. So somehow, the Arce got transported here. That's a new one. It didn't give Vanish as a turn bonus in the last games. Which honestly, for that fight, kinda sucked, because it just meant I didn't get any experience. If he hadn't been the only enemy, it would have been fine. I should have paid attention to that and had her just, like, move or do something else, instead of actually attacking. Huh? This is like that monument in the area we started in. Though it's not glowing like that one is. The one in the garden had no glow in the beginning either. Kevin, do you want to give it a try? I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, I suspected as much. When we activated the first monument, it said, "Release my brethren." I guess now we know what it meant. Then do you think this monument might have the same power as the other one? Most likely. It should come in handy, at least. Inspecting monuments scattered around throughout the game allows you to use the cube to restore their power. Much like the one in the base area, you can use these to restore HP, EP, buy equipment, and make ports. They also function as checkpoints, allowing you to warp to them using the cube. In addition, any new items available will be added to the base monument stock as well. Okay. So if this unlocks like a new weapon or whatever, it will also appear in the other one. So now the GO3 should be available in the first checkpoint. Does this have any new quartz. It's kind of an interesting way to do that. Which one?
Let's end this.
Man, I love that attack. Evil statue made from a tough material which expels fire from its mouth. Okay. I don't remember how I killed it before. I know I fought that one before. Water. I suppose I can kill the other one. What else? Water and time.
Not bad.
Might as well just do some of these battles to actually
Let's
get some experience. What do you have?
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
They're still giving a lot of experience, so I might as well take the level ups while I can.
Let's end this. Not bad.
Vintage wine. I think that's a new one. I guess whoever goes first.
Goddess, my
Reese, apparently. Okay. Now where does this portal go? Oh, that's a new one. It's super creepy looking. Don't know why, but it reminds me of Yojimbo. Not anymore. Ooh, okay. Skeletal mage that wanders the underworld in search of a body, uses varied arts. Super weak to the white one. Mirage, I think? I get Space and Mirage mixed up. This one. Super weak to that, not weak to anything else. Like, semi-immune to everything else. Oh, that did a good job. Okay. I kind of want to see his arts, but it's probably not anything cool. Oh. It's just healing. Okay.
Not bad.
Nice. I will happily take those level ups. Lamb choker. Black bangle. Do you really have nothing better to do than open all of us a second time? Yes. Basically, your customers with an aged brick that had long eroded to the point of holes. The cracked windows, taped for stability, and adorned with cobwebs and insect droppings, were repugnant. What? I wonder if we'll actually be able to go through and reread those. Alright, so what's this one gonna do? Brings me the only girl in a band who takes to the skies. Only then shall the door open. Oh, Josette. But now does that give me the option to come back to this one? Yes, it does. Because that's the first sun door. Who takes this guys? Yeah, it's gotta be Josette. Okay, so I can't do anything with that one yet. This game is really intriguing, not gonna lie. The gameplay mechanics are very, very different than the other games, but I kind of like it. Like, these puzzles are actually kind of making me happy. The 45-minute cutscenes, not so much.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
With one partially obnoxious clink, she set down her utensils, then glared at him with an uncomfortable firmness that would have a lesser man avert his eyes in shame. She bit her bottom lip before asking, this has got to be part of, like, a book. Ooh, recipe. Sort of. Food, which when I eat it will give me a recipe. Don't you hate it when someone opens your door and doesn't close it when they leave? Stares menacingly. Why is Dean called the Spinach Fiend anyway? Does he just really like spinach? Who the heck is Dean and why is he called the Spinach Fiend? Now I must know. I'm already getting kind of sick of portals, though. That mechanic I don't enjoy. What a beautiful airship. It's not just pretty either. It's got really high specs, too. Last I heard, its top speed was raised to 3,600. That's even faster than a Merkaba. What's a Merkaba? Oh, it's a kind of airship the church uses. Anyway, never mind that now. Something's up here. It doesn't look like there's anyone inside at all. Yeah, you're right. And the orbital engines don't seem to be on. We ought to be on guard inside. There are no signs of life in here at all. The ship must have been abandoned for at least a few days, if not more. The orbital power seems to be completely down too. Makes me wonder if there was some kind of problem with the engines. Well, we're not going to figure anything out standing here. Let's take a look around. There might be some kind of clue around that'll help us discover what happened. Let's see if I can remember the layout of the ship. Ooh. How am I supposed to pay my room and board now? Lightweight but exceptionally tough spikes made for battle. Defense, agility, and movement. Oh, I suppose if the power's out, the orbital doors won't work. The recipe was written on a scrap of paper. Ooh, easy paella. Do you have any idea how old that dish was? Was that the recipe that the bartender there had? Because I vaguely remember, like, getting a recipe from him. Might have been the paella. I don't remember. Is this some kind of factory? Yep. It's the area where the maintenance crew does all of their work, but There sure isn't anybody here right now. This is bizarre. Just where did everyone go? Good question. On the other side of this door is the ship's engine room, right? That's right. 8 state-of-the-art XGO2 engines that serve as its main engines are stored in here. I'm gonna go take a look at them. Of course you are. It's no good. I couldn't get any of them to turn on at all. I'm not even sure why they won't work either. I see. Well, we already know that this place more or less has its own laws. It wouldn't be unusual if one of those caused machinery of all kinds to become non-functional. I wish I could help you out more. Still, I was at least able to secure a backup orbital power line. So that computer over there should be good to go. Really? It's plenty of help, Tita. Let's check it out and see what it can let us do. But first... Oh sure, it lets me come in this room, but it won't let me go in the room that Kevin lived in the previous game. Did you know the Trails in the Sky games now have a nifty Skip S-Craft feature on PC? That's not even the original Japanese version. Isn't that Neato Torpedo? That is a new phrase. I might have to start using it. Yeah, this is the room that Kevin was in the whole time we were up in the air. I have a feeling the computer progresses the story, so I kind of want to explore first before I touch it. But I could be wrong and something up here will progress it. Oh, nope, won't even let me go up there. Okay. It was worth checking. Select an area to unlock. Oh, it's called the medical room. Guess it makes sense why he would be there then. You found the greatest gift of all, love. I feel like the bridge is going to be the important one. I don't know why the conference room would be. That doesn't make sense. So we'll do bridge last. Ooh, hit 2. Sure, but selling it won't help you escape from your father's shadow. Ouch. There was that sharp tongue of hers. He really did adore it, when his old man wasn't the topic of discussion. We're keeping it. Yeah, it's gotta be like pieces to a book. I'm really curious if it'll let us like read all of it. Alright, this is going to be the important one. Oh, hey! It's going to give us Josette, maybe? Another one of these, huh? Wow, it's so pretty! What is it, though? It's called a sealing stone. This is just like that stone you were imprisoned in, as it so happens. It was this pretty? It's still weird to think about, but at the same time, it's kind of nice, too. If that idea we had about not being able to proceed without freeing whoever's in these is true, there's only one thing to do. Ready to head back to the base and unlock this little guy? Of course. Okay. If it's anybody but Josette, I'm going to be very confused. band that takes to the skies. It's gotta be. Who else would it be? Is this the part where someone comes out of it? Given past precedent, most likely so. Whether it's someone completely different or a second Tita remains to be seen. A second me? If you jinx us and we really do get a second Tita, I hope you're ready to be her new mom. Naturally, I'll love her like my own. What? What even is the dialogue in this game? I forgot it also unlocks the door. Military uniform? Oh, that would make more sense. Captain Shores. Wait, isn't that... I knew it. The stone being inside the Arcee did make me wonder if it'd be someone related to it, and I was right on the mark. Dang it. Captain Shores. I was wrong. It's not Josette. What happened? Echo, report. What? How the... You're probably feeling kind of confused right now, but it's good to see you again, Julia. Father? Tita? Before greeting all of you, I would simply like to ask, is this a dream or illusion? Or reality? Well... I see. To be honest, all of this is a little hard to swallow, but it's clear I have no choice but to do so. Thanks for being quick on the uptake. Do you happen to remember what happened to you before you found yourself here? Were you also surrounded by white light last night? It feels closer to mere moments ago rather than last night, but I'd assumed so. I was on my way back to Lyston Fortress after finishing an airborne training exercise when it happened. I was sitting in my usual chair on the bridge when the white light you speak of appeared, and then, well, I have no memories between that and finding myself here. That about matches up with us, then. All of us were drawn in here in roughly the same circumstances and at roughly the same time. Might you have any idea what happened to the rest of the ship's crew? I'm afraid not. I would be somewhat relieved if I were the only one drawn into this, but I have my doubts. Seeing as the Arcee itself is here, could the rest of the crew have ended up here too? Or is it possible it was just you? We really don't have enough to go on to be sure either way at this point. All we know is that there was no one else in the Arcee when we found it. The only sealing stone there was the one Julia was inside of too. Father Graham, 2 of you have started to investigate this peculiar place, have you not? That's right. We haven't been doing it for very long, so we haven't made much progress yet. Then please, allow me to assist you. I'm concerned about the safety of my subordinates, and I want to know why the Arcee became non-functional. And I think cooperating with the 3 of you will be the fastest way for me to answer both of those questions. I'd love that! Believe me, you won't see us complaining. We'd have to be nuts to turn down the help of the Royal Army's finest up-and-coming swordsmen. I fear you are overestimating my swordsmanship, but I appreciate you allowing me to accompany you all the same. Well, in that case, we should get started as soon as possible. It's my pleasure to fight alongside all of you. I actually get Julia in my party, that's awesome. Likewise, we're happy to have you. I never get to keep Julia in my party. So she has the best ones currently. And already has orbments, so I'm not going to mess with that. We're going to end this episode right here, and then in the next one I'm going to transport back to the sun door and try to go through that, because it should be Julia that I need for that one. So we'll try to do that, and depending on how long that takes, we will continue on with the story. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.